What's going on, y'all, man? Thank y'all for kicking it with me on this Tuesday night Soul Connection. It is late. We way behind. I do apologize to y'all for being so far behind, but I do thank you all for tuning in. Been a little bit of some time since I've gone live, and let me check real quick how all of this is playing out and how it's looking because um it says that I have a slightly weak signal, so I want to make sure that the signal is not too bad. Okay, I mean, so it looks like it's coming through fairly decent, so I cannot complain. Man, what's going on, Retro Rick from Retro Ricks and Maddie's Kicks? Man, I hope you're doing good. Um, as y'all can see, once again, the setup is different. Um, I am in what I hope to be my new sneaker room. If the signal is bad at any point in time, y'all let me know during the live, and I'm gonna try to boost the signal any way I can. But yes, this is the hopefully the what they call it, the central hub for homegrown kicks. Hopefully, this will be a really nice put together space. Right now to enforce the fact that I am a sneaker collector, I went ahead and dropped some of these forgotten pairs of shoes behind me. As a matter of fact, during the moving process, because I've been moving, during the moving process, I found these shoes. I forgot I had. I didn't know I had them here. Um, and before I do my thing with this, I'm gonna do my thing and introduce to y'all one of my really good friends, man. I'm glad that he decided to join me because I know he's very busy, and I appreciate him for it. I want y'all to give a warm welcome and a round of applause to Vlogging with Demetrius, man. He's coming back to a sneaker channel near you. Man, what's going on, Vlogging? Thank you for coming
What's
through.
going
By
on,
the way,
brother?
thank you.
No problem, no problem.
Um, but yeah, like I was telling y'all, I've been in the process of moving. So that's what kept me behind from doing a couple of videos with the last few weeks. Um, and hold on, I got to do this one time. This is almost like a kid in a candy store kind of thing. Hold on, what?
Yo, I
I,
forgot you bought those.
I I have to do that every single time that you know, man, look at that backlight. That's a bright LED. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's blowing the camera lens out. It's a bright LED. Um, so we got about a few people watching. So if
What
you
up,
all
chat?
could please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel or if you're ghost watching, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate you. As it says across the bottom of the ticker, and I wish I could just like throw my arm to the side, kind of in a gesture motion. But it says, thank you for joining the live, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. So please consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. I'm gonna turn this off so I don't blind you. But yes, on top of all the other troubles that I've had going on and moving, um, I thought I was going to be on time with this live and get it jumping pretty good. But when it rains, it pours, man. I hurt my shoulder at work yesterday, and I had to go to urgent care today. Lucky for me, I didn't break anything, but I might have torn something. Right now, is just considered a pull. They put me on some medication. They gave me an ice pack, some of that icy hot stuff that stinks. I don't want to use that, to be honest with y'all. Um, and I go to physical therapy starting tomorrow. So physical therapy, again, I just got back to work last Wednesday, and less than a week, I got to take some time off. So when it rains, it pours. It never goes your way. But like always on this channel, man, we're gonna keep rolling and keep moving. So um, let's get going by, I guess. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. But you all saw the thumbnail. You all know the title of the video. Um, we're gonna talk about the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3s. Now they dropped today. Today was the day they dropped. The raffles were last week. I did hit on the raffle, so I did enter for a pair. You all know I've been saying for the longest that I wanted these shoes, and that I was gonna get a pair, despite what everybody else was saying. The retail price was 225. There was a rumor that they were going to be 250, and then of course with the EQL raffle system, a fee for EQL, and
You only pay that fee if you win,
I
right?
think when it was all with fees and taxes, my Alma Maniere threes came out to about 245, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They were 245. Um, but I want to know how many of you are out there went for the Alma Maniere. Um, Nice Kicks asked who was copping. To me, okay, so why did I go for the Alma Maniere threes? For next year, of course. Seeing that I have not done very many videos or reviews. Number one, because a lot of shoes that I've seen don't seem to be worth my time. Number two, there hasn't been very much I wanted. So I decided to cut back. And 2024 has been a really good year for me because I've done what I set out to do and I've cut back significantly. I think before, as a matter of fact, I know before I bought the Alma One Year threes today, because again, I did hit on the raffle. I've only purchased about 10 pairs of shoes. I mean, whoa, let me slow down. Let me not tell y'all any lies. I purchased about 6 pairs of shoes. I got the reimagined Red fours. I got the military blue fours. I got what else? The diamond turfs. That's 3. I got a pair of like 3 other pairs of shoes. I remember off the top of my head, but I did pick up 3 other pairs to be 100% transparent. And speaking of transparency, man, there's gonna be some shit going down later on tonight that I'm gonna be fully transparent about, and tune in because this is a user beware type of video as well. But first and foremost, I want to know who copped the Alma Maniere Air Jordan 3s. I had one of those HG moments with these. Hit the like button if you had an HG moment with these Alma Maniere 3s. 5. Yes, the black cement 11s, I mean 11s. Black cement 3s are dropping later on this year. But the way these shoes look and the way Alma Maniere operates, I know for a when it comes to these shoes. The box and the presentation is already dope. And y'all know with me, presentation is key. I live and die by presentation. So yes, I had one of those moments where I said, regardless of whether or not they're 225 or not, I'm gonna get them. Vlog, did you go for these or did you pass on these?
Nah, I completely passed on them. But I did see a lot of people hit on them on Instagram and Twitter or now X. But one, I'm not the biggest fan of threes, as you know already. And I don't
Oh,
know,
I didn't
these
know that.
didn't do it. Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan of threes. Like in my collection, I only have one pair of threes, and that's the Cardinal.
Dang.
Yeah, so I passed on these. I like the original pair better, and I know there was a mock-up of a white pair. I thought the white pair was much cleaner than this one.
Really?
Yeah, but nah, these I was good on.
Because I know James like the white pair too. Shout out to James because I see you in the chat, bro. Shout out to you. Um, Shout out to Chris LaMonica as well. Chris LaMonica said he passed on these, just not necessary. Nice shoe though,
Right.
and I
Hey,
definitely feel those of a pass. But like you were saying, you like the white ones better. James definitely liked the white ones better as well. Um, I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of the white ones. They just weren't like the white ones did not move me. And a lot of y'all who have followed me before and have watched my lives and other things like that, and a lot interacted with other people. I've never like we had some back and forth going on about the white cement threes. I didn't understand these. I went in back and forth with a couple of people about the white cement threes. I get the history, but I mean, like the way people were going crazy for the white cement threes, I was like, nah, I just don't have those feelings. But I always say to each their own. Buy what you like. This is what this whole community is about. Buying what you like and doing what you want to do because it's your money. At the end of the day, you worked hard for it and you can spend it how you want to. But yeah, I liked the black pair more than the white pair. On top of that, I noticed that they could not come up with a consensus specific look for the white pair. So I don't know if they're going to drop the white pair later or if the white pair is going to be a friends and family or if they're just going to scrap the white pair altogether. Because at one moment, it was rumored to be a drop before the black pair. And then the black pair was confirmed. And then, like, the white pair had completely disappeared once the black pair were confirmed. And then the white pair popped up again. And they're nowhere to be found as of now. The white pair is not a thing right now. So if you ask me, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, though, if we saw mock-ups and things like that, I'm pretty sure somewhere there is a sample pair for the white pair, whether it's Wendy Lee that came up with a sample or whether it was James Whitner himself that has a sample for the white pair. But I like the black pair a lot more. It's versatile. It's more versatile than the white pair. You can basically wear them through the mud, beat them up, and you don't see any staining or anything like that. And I mean, the material quality looks excellent. But again, I get it. I get it. So
yeah.
what is it about the white pair that you like more than the black pair?
Like to me, it's more so like the color tone of the shoe. With
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a I want to say bright type colors, but to me, I prefer white uppers over black, depending on the shoe.
Okay.
Uh, you know, um, I prefer white. My favorite Air Jordan 4 is the white cement 4. Don't get me wrong, I love the bread. I have two
Right.
pair to reimagine, and I want an OG pair, but I prefer the white cement 4s over the bread. I just enjoy it because to me, how you say black is versatile as far as wearing, but I feel like you could
Right.
put a lot more together with a white pair per se. Yes, you could beat up a black pair more than you would a white pair,
Right.
but to me, this is my personal opinion. The white pair pretty much stands out compared to a black pair.
Okay. I mean, I feel that in terms of contracts, yeah, you definitely can. Like, you definitely will get more of a pop with a white pair of shoes. But when I look at it, like I said before, it's like how many wears can you actually get out of a white pair versus a black pair? And I'm sorry, guys, if y'all see me grimace a little bit, and look like this, a little bit like that. Like I said, I hurt my shoulder, and it is crazy, man. It hurts so bad. Like, um, moving it in certain directions hurts extremely bad. um, I'm right now I'm left-handed. I'm having to use the keyboard with my left hand, and I'm dominant right hand. But Retro Rick said when it comes to the I'm on my year threes, two pairs. I don't know if I would have went for two pairs, but I definitely went for one pair. A lot of people said that, like, because I think it was James's live, or it might have been Crew's live. Shout out to HHSB Crew. Um, a lot of people were saying that the burgundy on the black pair just didn't work. It didn't appeal to them. And I'm looking at these. I'm looking at these right now, and I'm not seeing a problem with the burgundy. I mean, up against the black. Now, I mean, it might be the lighting, but I guarantee y'all. Look, I'm telling y'all, like one of these days, y'all gonna learn to trust this HG feeling. I'm telling y'all. For those of you who got them through the raffle or got them through in-store purchase or online in-store purchase today, it's gonna be like those fours. How the A Ma Maniere fours had a completely different look online and in pictures versus in hand. Now, some say the look was different for the better, and some say the look was different for the worst. Me, I didn't have any skin in the game for the fours anyway, because I wasn't a huge fan of that. That's documented, y'all know. But once I got them in hand, I was still the same. Like I was pretty indifferent about it. I didn't care one way or the other. But as you can
And
see on the shoelaces, it says work harder. I did not look up the meaning behind these threes because as you all know, oh, okay, I guess I can play this for y'all. Because I guess this might actually be
has emerged. Create at all cost.
love.
This powerful rallying cry, led by some of the most influential culture leaders, is inspiring artists from coast to coast to push back against the Creative Resource Authority's efforts to stifle innovation and expression. In defiance of these challenges, a surge of creative works is appearing, seemingly overnight, across cities and towns, a phenomenon amply dubbed while you were sleeping. Now, these acts of artistic resistance are rapidly becoming the symbol of a new era of unyielding creativity. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the nationwide movement and the profound impact that it's having on our culture landscape.
Okay. I didn't understand that. That didn't make any I ain't even gonna lie to you. That didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Maybe A Ma Maniere has a longer video and a better explanation for that. But
I
I
don't
don't
like the rollout for, like, we had this conversation earlier, and I said I like the original pair more than this pair. And
mhm.
kind of the same thing goes with me for the fours. I like you spoke on earlier, so you didn't care for the fours. I actually like the fours I seen them in hand. And from the pictures I seen of the new fours that's supposed to be coming out, I would much rather have the old fours over the new
The
fours.
Sammy Sosa fours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Now
don't,
see,
you
I
know
don't
me, I
mind
don't buy shoes because there's a collab or it's hype. I buy what I like.
right.
And yeah, for some reason, this one just
You didn't
it
speak
just
to
don't
me.
resonate. Nah, it didn't resonate with me.
That's fair. So when I saw the Sammy Sosa fours, just like the name Sammy Sosa fours, I had jokes about them. And then I think I saw a picture of them about 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I don't know. They're actually better than the mock-up photos that we saw last year where everybody was making fun of them. If y'all don't know, go back and look. There are tons of jokes about the A Ma Maniere fours that are supposed to drop this year. They will call them the Bleach fours, the Sammy Sosa fours. I think that's that baseball player. But there were tons of jokes. And the fact that I can kind of back up off of that joke that I had. I would say it speaks volumes about the shoe. Now, SB Rami, shout out to SB Rami, man. Salute to you. I got a left hand salute. I can't right
What
hand
up,
salute.
SB?
But salute to you. He said he picked them up for a friend today in store. 225 out the door, no tax. Rami, where do you live where there is no tax? Because where I live, there's tax. Regardless of where you're gonna get them. My local A Ma Maniere is in the city, and in the city it's 8% tax. Now, speaking of being able to pick those up, so HHSB crew did a live cop for the A Ma Maniere threes earlier this morning, and they released them 5 minutes early. The website opened up 5 minutes before the actual rumor release, so they kind of sat a little bit on the website. And a lot of people were saying give them 10 to 15 minutes before like people actually register that they're releasing, and then watch how they do after those 10 or 15 minutes. I didn't really pay attention to them after those 10 or 15 minutes because I actually ended up getting a pair from entering the raffle. And that kind of goes to show you what kind of, I believe that they were readily available because of the kind of stress that A Ma Maniere has been under since the beginning of the year. If you don't know, I'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, once they released, they were available. Now, if you look at the website now, they've taken them off the website, or they're either sold out or they've taken them off the website. I don't know what do y'all think the situation is, but they are currently not available on the website. Watching Crews live after the initial drop, they were available because Crew went about 30 minutes after the actual release. And up until about 30 minutes after the actual release, they were available except for maybe like a size 15. I mean, we can definitely understand why size 15 sold out. But they were sold out in a size 15, and just basically other sizes were available. I didn't look at the website myself. So y'all let me know what y'all experience was when y'all did look at the website as far as what was available or availability. But from what I see, they were readily available. And I believe my thought process behind them being readily available is because, number one, all the backdoor scandal issues with A Ma Maniere. Now, of course, A Ma Maniere isn't the only hero store that had backdooring issues and things like that, but A Ma Maniere is the only store that had backdooring issues, money laundering scandals, and things like that. So, for the foreseeable future, they have to be good. They got to be the good boy in the game, and that means no more back, no more money laundering, no more schemes. And I believe with this release and the last release, we kind of got a view of what a sneaker release really looks like when people are doing it 100% legitly. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that theory. But SB Rami, he said the box is pretty cool how it opens. I made a short and a reel on it today before I gave them to him. And what he's talking about his friend that he went and picked him up for. So if y'all want to see the box,
check that reel out.
yeah, y'all want to see the box, go ahead, go to SB Rami's YouTube channel, check out his reel. SB Rami also does a bunch of dope content with SBs and all that good stuff. So check him out as well. But that was one of the biggest draws for me to the A Ma Maniere threes. The presentation, Soul Priority. Shout out to Soul Priority too, man. Salute to you, brother. I got to give you a left-handed salute because I messed up the shoulder. But shout out and salutes to you because Soul Priority, he does retail and he does reps. And the rep community, he showed a rep of the shoe, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna BS y'all. I don't buy reps, but it was looking good, and the presentation was looking really damn good. Once I get them, because I already got the shipping notification and things like that. And speaking of shipping, I noticed on some people's lives that people were complaining about when they hit last Thursday, they did not get their shipping confirmations or things like that. They cannot release shoes until the actual release day. So that's what's holding them up. If you won the raffle for the entry on last Thursday, they're going to start processing you all's shipments first before they process people who ordered the shoes online today. So look in your emails today, because I got my shipping email and my my tracking information And we'll see how this goes because you all know it's well documented that I've had my issues with A Ma Maniere. But you all should start seeing your tracking information for Thursday's raffles today and tomorrow. People who entered the raffles will online purchases today on their website officially. Be on the lookout for your tracking information either what's tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Look out for it on Thursday or Friday, no later than next Monday. So anybody who entered online today and made your purchase, it's going to be a second because they got to get the raffle entries out of the way first. So please be patient. I know how we like to get crazy. Y'all got crazy on X about that and I'm on my year's delivery system. And maybe I'll talk about I'm on my year how they did me with a pair of dunks in another live or another video. And it was for like a basic pair of dunks too, but I'll talk about that another time. I'm trusting I'm on my year again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, can't get fooled again. I don't know if that's how it goes, but
And the
we
words
gonna
of J. Cole, F the peace sign.
right.
Put it out, let it rain on you.
SB Roman said, if you want to see the shoe in the sun. Okay, so yeah, go to his shorts and check him out. Larry G said, the first I'm on my year fours, one of my favorite fours. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So shout out
a
to,
lot of people did not like that for. To me, that it's a different colorway. It's a dope
I didn't
colorway.
like it. Yeah, I didn't
I
like it.
did, and I'm even now. I'm still willing to pay resale for them. I'm gonna have to get rid of something to offset that cost, but I still
Oh
want
yeah.
those fours.
Ooh, gee, that hurt. I ended up getting the I'm on my year fours off of resale. Um, Again, y'all know me. And for those who don't know me, welcome to the channel. I'm HG. My channel Homegrown Kicks. Thank you for coming through. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like if you enjoy the content, and consider coming back. We love to have you here. But for the majority of the videos that I did or lives that I did up until the release, I was saying I wasn't a fan of those I'm on my year fours. I had my reasonings. It's okay. My opinion is my opinion. It's just like what they say. Your opinion is like assholes. Everybody got one, and sometimes they stink. So you thought my opinion on that stunk? Hey, I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. But
That's the beauty of the sneaker game. You like what you like.
exactly. But a lot of my peers were really hyped up about the I'm on my year fours. Um, a lot of you all, a lot of the viewers, and a lot of the sneaker collectors were hyped up about that shoe. And I don't like sometimes to trash talk a shoe when so many people around me are giving credit to a shoe. So sometimes I will get it just in case I might be wrong, just so I can get it in hand and say, okay, well, you know what? You were right. I was wrong. I have no problems admitting when I'm wrong. It's a little different when it comes to an opinion, but I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. And I will buy shoes sometimes. I bought the what is his name? Balvin, J Balvin. I bought the J Balvin twos just to see what they were like in case I'd be wrong. The I'm on my year fours just in case I will be wrong. I bought the red cement fours in case I was going to be wrong. Um, those particular releases that I had bad, or well, not necessarily bad, but opposite opinions from everybody else on that I purchased. Once I got them in hand, I was still with my thought process in the beginning. Now, the quality on those shoes are not terrible. They just weren't for me. I just did not like them like that.
Hey,
I still
sometimes it
have
be
them.
like that.
They're somewhere, but hey.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Larry G said these threes are dope to me, and I think in hand they'll be fire. I 100% agree with you, Larry G. Um, Now with that being said, just because I think they're dope and so priority, man, salutes to you again, brother. Thank you for coming through. SB Rummy said he's from New Jersey. I didn't know they didn't have any tax in New Jersey. I heard they're dropping again tomorrow because they had some site issues. Yes, I did hear that a lot of people were unable to check out with the shoes. They were having some website issues. And I'm pretty sure a lot of their website issues were due to A Ma Maniere's bot protection program. Now, A Ma Maniere has a top tier bot protection service so that people, resellers can't just bot up all the pairs. They're probably, in my opinion, it might be in your opinion as well, one of the best in the game when it comes to protecting buyers from bots and making shoes readily available. So that might have been the issue. So yeah, SB Rummy said they might be dropping again tomorrow. So if you weren't able to get your pair or get your size, or if you wanted to kind of get a feel for the temperature of the shoe, and now you have FOMO, fear of missing out. There's a possibility that they could be dropping tomorrow. So be tuned into the website. I'm on my year website usually around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and be on the lookout. You might be able to get you a pair of I'm on my year threes if you decided to pass today, but were having a bit of anxiety about not getting them. Burr Collins, man, salutes to you, Burr Collins. He said, "What up, HG?" Not much, man.
Collins.
Tuesday night soul connection, man. I greatly appreciate y'all for coming through. My shoulder's a little stiff, man. I hurt myself at work. When it rains, it pours. You can complain, but who really wants to hear it? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I kind of spit everywhere. That's gross. Larry G said, I hit on the Discord raffle, so I didn't try. I didn't even know anything about the Discord raffle. I actually entered the A Ma Maniere EQL raffle, so I did have to pay. It was a $5 fee. I don't mind the $5 fee, what it is, whatever. Screw it. But I did hit on that, and which is why I passed on today's online release. So unlike Retro Rick, I didn't double up. It wasn't in the cards for me. As we running through it, the prayer hands, no problem, my brother, man. We all got to support each other, man. Support is key. Ty said, what's good, G, man? What's good, Ty, man? Salutes to you. Thank you for tapping in and joining the family for a Tuesday night soul connection. Ty said, social status and I'm on my year Discord already shipped for me. Both raffles. Woo! So you doubled up. Ty doubled up as well, man. Congratulations to Ty on his double up and them shipping out early. So I guess maybe the Discords got shipping a little bit faster than the EQL raffles. And then, of course, EQL raffles are going to get shipping faster than the site purchase releases. Your average thing, I said, man said it all wrong. Shout out to Average, man. What's good, homie, man? Burr Collins said, vlogging, salutes to vlogging, man. So, you know, he's showing you some love, bro. Wilson Morales said, I feel like the I'm on year 3 looks like an unfinished shoe, in my opinion. It looks like they just threw something together. They could have put more effort in that shoe. The box looks better, in my opinion. So let me see. Because I'm not telling you you're wrong. And here's the thing about A Ma Maniere, and I will say this. If you want to talk about growth in a product, so what was the first thing I'm on my year did? I'm on my year first did the threes. That was incredible. Um, because it was kind of something we never saw before. And then I think I'm on my year did the ones. And the ones, they weren't very impressive to me, but a lot of you all really liked the ones. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't usually clown people for their opinions, but for me, the ones weren't my favorite. And then they did the twos. Nobody likes Jordan twos, but you gotta admit, when they did the execution of the A Ma Maniere Jordan twos, they did a fairly decent job. Now I know a lot of people said that they look like boots or whatever. A regular two on any given day looks like a doggone boot. So that's not really going outside of. That's not really making a huge joke or anything, or going outside saying anything outside of the norm. But they did do a great execution of the Jordan 2, and it made me even want to buy them. So I bought a pair of the Jordan 2s. I got a video up on not a video, but I got a photo up of the Jordan 2s on my Instagram. So if you want to check that out, head over to homegrown_kicks. I got a couple of videos. Not videos, but a couple of photos of pickups that I had. So show me some love on those photos. But then after the 2, they did the 4.
Was it the 5s?
No, they did the 5s before the 4s. I think they did the 4s, and correct me if I'm wrong, because a lot of times, like, dates and timestamps don't do well with me, and sometimes I will mix things up because life tends to run together, man. So many things are going on. And speaking of a lot going on, man, we got another one. We got another one. Another one of the good guys that y'all know. Y'all love. I need y'all to give a nice, warm welcome round of applause for this individual right here, James Myers.
You
What's
can't
up?
see me.
James.
There you go. What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
I'm all right, nursing a bum shoulder, trying to do this, trying to do everything left-handed. By the end of this whole situation, I promise y'all, I used to be ambidextrous, and then I started using my left hand. I guarantee y'all, I'm gonna be left hand dominant.
I'm tired, but I'm hanging in there.
Right. Talking about I'm on my year 3 release. I know you went live talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
You got a bit of a feel for what people were thinking about the I'm on my year 3. Wilson Morales said they look like an unfinished shoe to him. And I was getting ready to touch into that. I'm going to ask you what you think. A lot of people already know what you think about the I'm on my year 3s, me included. But for anybody that does not know, I'm going to give you an opportunity to let them know what you think. And but what I wanted to say was they did the 4s, and then they did the 12s. No, like, a lot of people did not have a good feeling about the 12s. The 12s were not received very well, and I wasn't surprised. The only thing about the 12s that I was surprised about was the amount of hate. A lot of people don't like 12s to begin with, but the amount of hate for the 12s I feel was unwarranted. A lot of people were saying they had bleeding issues with my 12s, and it was only the white pair. My 12s, I didn't have any bleeding issues. I've got both pairs. I've kind of dove into this because I'm a completist. So at some point, even though I don't like the ones, I'm gonna grab the ones. Unfortunately for me, and that's it in this kind of situation. I'm a completionist. I collect many different things, so it's an itch that I feel like I have to scratch. But the 12s weren't received well, and then they did the 5s. James liked the white 5s more than he liked the black 5s. I like the black 5s more. From what I gauged from you all, when it came to the 5s, you all liked the 5s better. But you all said the white pair were clean as well, and that they had their own lane that they stood in. And then it were the threes right here. And when you go down the line, of course, the very first threes, they were new, innovative, and looked good. The ones, a lot of people like those, and like I said, for me, they were they weren't too impressive. And then it went downhill from there. It kind of went typical. So, and then they brought it back with the fives. I will say they did bring it back with the fives because with the white pair, you did look different than the usual monotone color palette. You still got monotone colors with the white pair of fives, but they were elegant, so to speak. It had like a little bit of something different because it was blue. It wasn't the black, burgundy, tan, cream that we were used to seeing. So they kind of brought it back with the fives. But like you were saying, Wilson, a lot of A Ma Maniere's releases, if you want to say they looked unfinished, a lot of releases looked unfinished. Unfinished was kind of their theme when it came to them first starting out. But of the black pair, like, and what kind of temperature did you get when you went live for the black pair, and then compare it to the white pair? Because I know you talked about the white pair because that's the pair you really wanted.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's really thinking about the white pair. I think,
Mhm.
but I think that was the one. You know, how you were talking, and let me just back up. Let me talk about those 12s for a second. When those 12s released, that's kind of what like kind of messed things up for them.
Mhm.
Um, and not in like the way that, oh, like they're horrible and like
Right,
they shouldn't make it, but like before those 12s released, people were trying to collect every single one of them.
right. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
And when the 12s dropped, that black one, people did not like that black one. Or some people didn't like the white one, but everybody could agree for the most part they didn't like the 12s, which
Right. When the 12 came out, a lot of people were like, why did they do the 12s? Out of all
There was
the silhouette
yeah,
done.
there
which
was nothing innovative about the 12s
Right.
like
compared
And
to.
then also what didn't help was the press release photo of James Whitner where he had them joints tight and misshapen. So on foot killer, aka James Whitner. Yeah.
now when it comes to this one personally, I mean, I wouldn't mind having it. I almost bought it today and stuff like that, but I'm not the biggest fan of this.
Um,
Um it's I'm not gonna. It was not an easy pass for me today. You know, like I said on my last stream, it wasn't easy. Like I was in there,
okay.
I made the decision just not to buy it because I'm like, dude,
Right.
I'm gonna buy X amount of shoes, and
Right.
you know, part of me in the back of my mind is like, these might be going for below retail. They might not. I kind of don't feel like they're gonna go for below. I think they might sit like right at or right above. You got to remember this is basically a $250 shoe. So if this is 270 or something like that, 280 or something, you know what I mean? That's in my opinion just slightly above, retail.
Right.
Um so I think this is a shoe that you can come back and get. Plus, like, we didn't even see the Nike sneakers app release. Supposedly they were sitting today on the website, and supposedly they pulled them down. Um
And we were talking about that just not too long ago.
You can't, I don't necessarily believe everything that when the websites, because like I said, look at or like I said on my live stream, those wet cement fours, they sold out real quick. Then there was 9 restocks. You know,
Right.
like
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people in the group chat included, a lot of people were saying that those white cement fours were gonna sell out. And I was one
the white cement.
on the side of the
You
jury
mean
that
the you
those
mean the wet cement?
wet cement, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, yeah. White cements are supposed to be dropping 2025,
for
just in
sure.
case you did not know. But I was one of those individuals that was on the side of the jury that the wet cements were not going to sell out. And
Right.
people thought I was crazy. People thought I was crazy for saying that the wet cements weren't going to sell out and that they were going to be readily available in your store. And I have not been wrong in that aspect yet. I'm being one of those I'm being one of those assholes what it feels like they say I told you so, but sometimes you gotta be what you gotta be. Hey, I'll take that label. But the day after they supposedly sold out on Nike sneakers app, all of a sudden it was a restock. And it was a full size restock.
Right.
How often do we know when it comes to restocks that there is a full size restock? When it comes to restocks,
Bro, they didn't even wait an entire week, bro. They waited
right,
like a couple of days, like,
right.
like they ain't even try to hide the fact that they hit you with the okey doke, which in the grand scheme of things, it's not like that should really matter. But but basically, what I'm saying though is you can't really trust, because on the flip side, had they left them on there, then we would have been hearing, "Oh, they're canceling orders. They oversold it." You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like you can't necessarily just. But from what I kind of, they did kind of look like they was sitting a little bit. But I mean,
And sitting, let's take the negative connotation off of sitting. Um, I don't mind hearing the word sitting. Now,
I
some
don't
for some
either.
people, sitting is a trigger word and things like that. There is nothing wrong with a shoe sitting.
Average
That
probably
just
already had an
means that
aneurysm.
people that want to gain access to it and try them on, you can do it. Um, Wisdom Morales said, "It's nice, but I expected more." And I absolutely agree. When things like this come up, and shoes, whether we want to admit it or not, when it comes to collabs, shoes are an art form. And um, if we've seen quality products or presentations from a company when it comes to their art form, the expectation is they meet that same level of expectation or they do better. Same thing with content creating. All of you expect when we do videos and things like that, and we present stuff to y'all expect for us to hold the standard of the best video you saw from us or to come with better. So, I mean, Wilson Morales, you're not wrong for expecting that. Whether they delivered it for you or whether they delivered on your expectations is up to you, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, nobody bats 1,000, but for somebody, it might be good enough. Now, James, I'm gonna ask you when it comes to
I
the
want. I
Jordan.
have a question though,
Yeah,
real quick for both of y'all. Is A Ma Maniere being overexposed to y'all? Because it seemed like to me, uh, it's starting to fizzle out a little bit as far as A Ma
yeah.
Maniere and the collab.
It's
So go ahead, James. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's not necessarily that like they're fizzling out, and I know that like it kind of appears like that. They make a lot of shoes for their releases,
Right.
and in this day and age, in this economy, $250 is a lot to come by when your electric bill is like $500 and your gas bills
Yeah.
too. Rent's
Yeah.
real high, and
Yeah.
I mean everything is really expensive. I mean we cannot downplay that. You know what I mean? And if we're keeping it a buck, and I'm sort of doing it myself, I'm just playing the waiting game. Like
Right.
I would buy this if it was like 185 or $200.
Right.
And it's not that I'm being cheap, but like, yo, they're hitting me with 100 releases next year, and half of which are sneakers I've been waiting for my whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And especially they're also releasing this in the year where, and you see, and I've seen this comment on my videos, I've seen this comment today in my live stream over and over and over again, where people are like, yo, black cement threes are dropping in a couple of months.
Right.
I would
Right.
rather have those.
Right.
And it's too close. It's, you know what I mean? You got to make tough decisions. You want to buy White Thunders,
Right.
or you want to buy
Right.
Fear Fours. You want to buy A Ma Maniere 3s? You want to buy black cements?
You want to ask me? I want these Thunder fours over some Fear fours. Like
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna
agree
lie
on
to
that
you.
aspect.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said earlier, and excuse me for showing off a little bit. Thank you for handing me my shoes, shoebox. I forgot. I mean, well, I didn't forget I purchased these, but I forgot that they were within my reach. But the camera does not do this justice. But the suede on this shoe
Yeah,
and the way that they painted it, and
yeah. I got that. It's
this
a beautiful
shoe
shoe.
this shoe is nasty work. And when I say nasty work, I mean nasty work in a good way. And this was before they did like the back to the 80s version of Jordan 4s, because now they're going back to like the original design of the 4s and the 3s and things like that. So
Mhm.
this still kind of had like not necessarily an extremely bulky toe box for a 4, because they were kind of, getting in the direction of slimming it down, but it still got a nice size toe box compared to like the reimagined bread 4s or the military blue fours over to my left, your right. But these are shit. These are clean, bro. Like
Yep.
I
I
might
have
go ahead and
I
grab
have
me
them.
another pair
I
because
have
I
I
don't
have
think
I have them. I have the Red Thunders. The other thing about just and we're getting a little bit off track off the Alma thing, but because you still got to answer his question, and remember you had a question for me before that. So,
right.
but
Okay.
anyways, the thing about those fours though is like my yellow Thunders look good. My Red Thunders are a little ashy. There's a lot of quality control issues with the Thunders, and you're
Right.
probably going to see that again with the White Thunders.
Right.
It's just the nature of the way that the shoe is made and how they store them and whatever. But no, I don't necessarily feel like people don't care about Alma Maniere anymore. I feel like they make enough shoes to go around. And then Homegrown
Right.
sort of mentioned this a couple of minutes ago when I was listening, where maybe this is what a release looks like when you're doing everything and you're not backdooring everything. Maybe this is
Right.
what the release looks like.
Right.
So yeah, Hunger, what's your opinion? Because I got a second part to that. Because speaking on to the economy and everything that's going on, if this was a Travis release, do you think it would have sat as long as it would
Oh
have?
no, no.
That's
Um.
why I asked, do you think Alma yeah, it's fizzling out?
Okay.
If Travis
So.
dropped the same amount of pairs that Alma did in these threes, would it still have sat?
No.
Okay. So I'll answer that. But in order to answer the first question of whether or not A Ma Maniere is being overused and are they fizzling out? Um, yes and no. I believe out of all of the collabs that Jordan Brand has done with different companies, A Ma Maniere brings the best product and brings the best way of execution. And I'm talking about from a design element to a release element, because, like I said earlier, they do their bot protection the way that Nike sneakers probably should actually do their bot protection. Which was another rumor as to why, like SB Rami said, they're supposed to be doing another release for their shoes tomorrow. Um, because a lot of other stores, we ain't gonna name no names, if they have issues, they'll just let them go back door. Whatever they have left over, they'll just let them go back door, or they might not even have them released on the website. It might just be a Trojan horse. But I'm on 1 year is, in my opinion, the first collaborator that does everything the right way. Despite what we may think about the money laundering and the other issues,
Alleged.
somehow even if they were backdooring, a lot of people still were able to get access to these shoes. Um, so I think Nike and Jordan Brand are doing with A Ma Maniere what they do with every other hit that they come across. They pimping the hell out of it. Um, Now, do I think that people are getting tired of A Ma Maniere? I don't necessarily think people are getting tired of A Ma Maniere. I think, like I said, they're used to seeing it way too often than what we would consider seeing a collab. So
Well,
I
I
think,
mean, the argument with if people are getting sick of A Ma Maniere should be they keep just releasing the same colorways over and over and over again, and just in different
yeah,
silhouettes. And
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's why I like the Jordan 5 Dawn so much because it's different and it's
right,
fire,
right,
dope.
right.
And the
It's
materials are
not the
great.
usual, like we said earlier. It's
Yeah,
not the
what's
But
usual.
how many burgundy black and sail colorways do you need?
True.
it's funny you said that because I was racking my brain. I'm trying to remember what those I'm on my year five look like, and I actually have a pair.
I think I have them. Hold on. I think I have the blue pair sitting right here, which is an advantage
Oh
when
yeah,
you're
that's right. That's the
trying
only
to,
I'm on my year pair I have.
get your sneaker room prepped and ready. I don't know what my black pair are, but when I got these joints in the mail, I had to keep them in the box because the glue smell was crazy. But these joints right here, in
Yeah,
case you don't remember what they look like, you
Yeah.
don't have to rack your brain any further. The dopest thing about these was this right here, like this 3D Nike Air stitching on the S. I thought that was fucking insane.
Right.
Um, like the it was visually appealing, of course, because it wasn't the dark monotone color paletting that we're used to seeing from A Ma Maniere. So it wasn't like I thought these were trash because that would be a misrepresentation of the words that I chose. But I just when it came to wearability, because I also look at the scale of I look at price, I look at how much I would actually be able to get out of the shoe in terms of wear, and I look at a couple of other things. And for like 225, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to get as much wear out of this as I would the black pair kind of stood out and stood up more for me. But the just the sheer fact that it was different from the dark color monotone color palette, it just spoke volumes. So don't think I'm just like shitting on like the lighter colors. It's just how can I get more bang for my buck in a darker color pair of shoes? I mean, you can definitely get more bang for your buck with a darker color pair. It doesn't mean that all dark colored shoes are better, but you just get more wears out of them. You don't see the stains just as bad. But um, to answer your second question, I think I forgot what the second question was.
it's not comparing them, but James was saying a lot of people would probably pass them because the economy, you putting your bills first, which you should, over a
Right,
pair of sneakers. But
just a
my
couple
thing
things, man.
was, because even
Never pick your responsibilities. Never pick shoes over your responsibilities. Always
fact,
pick your responsibilities over shoes and anything else that you don't necessarily need. Just putting that out there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and Average was saying in the comments saying you can't compare Amamiya to Travis because there's no Travis sitting. I'm not necessarily comparing them, saying uh, that Amamiya is on the same level as Travis. But what I'm saying is, could Amamiya be fizzling out? And one reason could be because it's the same colorway, just flipped on some of the same silhouettes. But
Okay.
with Travis's, yeah, you get a multitude of colorways. But if this was the Travis that's came out today instead of A Ma Maniere, would it have sat kind of like the A Ma Manieres have if people was worried about their bills, the economy, etc.?
Well, people are gonna find money for Travis because they know that at worst they'd be able to sell it.
Right. Okay, so Nitro said hi and a pass on all Alma Mater collection. Didn't need them. Only going after older skate shoes that I couldn't get as a kid. What's new, Nitro? We know you hate Jordan. But we still love you, brother, man. We still love you. Yayo Sosa said, yo, what's good,
Yayo?
everyone, man? Salutes to Yayo Sosa. Trying to get this shoulder back right, man. But appreciate you for coming through. Wilson Morales said, it's probably because I'm used to the elephant print that could be my problem, but they tried something different. A lot of people, yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, the elephant print is the Jordan 3 more so than the actual overall shoe. It's the elephant print because the Jordan 3 is the only thing that they initially put elephant print on. So it's kind of a statement. Larry G said, my 12s, the white pair in particular, are DS, no bleeding, and I love them. Shit's clean. I'm with you on that one, Larry. I'm with you on that one.
When have you ever seen a Jordan collab that went to outlet?
There was
Khaled?
one,
Oh yeah, okay.
the Balvins.
The shoes. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't
so
think of none off my head.
yeah. Yayo also said 42,000 on sneakers if you believe the stock numbers. The thing about that one is keyword is if you believe. At this point, I can never really believe the stock numbers that come out for Nike sneakers because it's always hit or miss. Your average sneaker guy said no shoes ever sell out. Yayo said facts to what average was talking about. Nitro said, I always said never really believe in stock numbers and shoes that quotes sell out. And you're a smart man for that, Nitro. Ohio 1986 said, what's good, everybody tuning in on this wonderful work evening, man? What's good, Ohio? Trying to get this shoulder back right, man. Got physical therapy in the morning and for the foreseeable future. But yeah, A Ma Maniere has been a brand for 10 years. Yet, when they dropped their original Air Force Ones, nobody talked about them until they dropped the A Ma Maniere 3s. People started hyping them more. Well, with the Air Force Ones, Nitro, I will tell you with the Air Force Ones, they were exclusive to Atlanta. So there weren't very many pairs, and that might be why a lot of people didn't talk about the Air Force Ones in contrast to the Jordans. But Jordans were more widely available than the Air Force Ones. So you got to give a little bit of grace on that. Even I forget at times, and I'm an ATLian, even I forget at times that they did a ATL Air Force One. So Spartan Kicks and Dino Stack said, let go, man. Let's go, brother, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you as always. End of the world. It's the end. Let me not say it. My Black Cement 3s are still clean. And I have the 2018 Black Cement 3 release as well, which is why I was okay with purchasing these A Ma Maniere 3s right here. When I go after the Black Cement 3s that are supposed to be dropping towards the end of the year, you just have to wait and find out. But there's
I'm gonna DM James Whitaker and try to see if I can get a pair.
Ohio 1986 said, I said I wasn't going to cop a couple days ago. I backtracked and went ahead and copped today, waited 10 minutes plus the bot protection and still got my size 14 and a half. Man, salutes and shout out to Yacht Gang, bro. Cause
Hey, congratulations to everybody who got a dog.
yeah. Spartan Kicks and Dino Section. I like the Red Thunders. Hey, somebody like them out
Hey,
there.
we need what's the other pair? The toy yellows. Those need to drop with a detachable
Oh,
Jordan patch fours.
oh. You telling me something I don't even remember. Spartan Kicks and Dinostack said he slept on the infrareds as well. Your average sneaker guy, you can't compare a Travis, bro, because ain't no Travis sitting. Okay, so bringing it around to answering your question, um, if they did the Travis like they did the A Ma Maniere threes, no, they would not sit, in my opinion, because we've been conditioned to learn that the Travises never sit. We don't think about the Travises not sitting because they don't release as many Travises as they do A Ma Manieres. We just know they don't sit; they sell out. Um, so if they finally decided to release a Travis and release it in the manner that A Ma Maniere does their releases, no, a Travis Scott definitely would not sit the way A Ma Maniere would. But that's only because of conditioning. Now, if Travis's were to release just like A Ma Maniere's released in the beginning, then yes, a Travis would more than likely sit the same amount of time as a Ma Maniere. Um, Maybe even longer for certain colorways. But also that plays into that is also another factor. Travis does not touch silhouettes like A Ma Maniere touches. Now he did touch the sixes, and we see what happened with the sixes. Um, so he kind of stays away from those. Travis sticks to things that they know are gonna sell, like the ones. What else has he done? The one highs, the one lows. Um,
Or
yeah, fours. Um, and that's almost it, except for like the ones that he's come up with, like the 270s and the
Air Force.
trainer joints that he did. Um, yeah, like
Hey,
he
HG.
kind of yo.
Hey, man. I gotta bounce off of here because I gotta go eat dinner now. But
All right, man. I appreciate you for coming through. Hold on, let me
yeah.
get
Hey,
this off.
man. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
see you on Friday or something like that. Um, but yeah, man. Go sub up to Homegrown, man. Like he be putting out that content, man. And we'll see y'all very very soon, man. Thank you, and I'll see you guys soon. All right.
absolutely, man. Take care. Be safe
All
out
right,
there.
bro.
Spartan Kicks and Dino Stack said, people not sneakerheads still with Travis Scott. That's true. That's true. Larry G
Or just
said, huh?
it's just in the sense that just Travis have a bigger influence than James Whitaker.
Yes, he does. He does. I would absolutely, I would be comfortable doubling down, putting all the chips out on the table, saying that Travis Scott has a bigger influence, even after all of the craziness, than James Whitner. Because like people don't really look at James Whitner as a influencer. They look at A Ma Maniere dropping dope sneakers under a Jordan collab, and then just James Whitner as some guy who has his name attached to it
Gotcha.
behind the scenes. Um, but like when you compare his reach and pull to Travis Scott, it's uncomparable. Um, Larry G said people he thinks that people are just being more selective financial wise. That is another thing. Um, Not buying things that I don't really like was number one for me when it comes to this, but the financial part was secondary. So they were almost tied. But yeah, I mean, finances definitely played a part in it. And things are getting a little bit scarce as far as finances for certain individuals. So yeah, that's definitely a part. Spartan Kick said exactly, Larry. As far as finances, Spartan Kicks also said just need the blue fives and hit a bid in for his Canaries finally for the lows. The canary yellow lows weren't my favorite. I still don't like them. I'm not gonna pay a high resale price. I'm not gonna pay resale. Period. I didn't even want to pay retail. Like if the canaries at any point dropped to about, because they were like 100 and something, but if they dropped to maybe $100 or 189 bucks or something like that, maybe I would consider buying them just to run through them. But no, that's not one of my favorites, and that's okay. That is okay, and it's just like it's okay if a lot of people like them. But congratulations on you finally getting your bid. And
Yeah.
for people finally realizing that we need to stop charging these ridiculous prices for shoes. Shout out to resale value dropping as well, man. I got to give a big shout out to resale value dropping as well because it's made a lot of shoes that I want obtainable, as well as resellers are pushing a lot of these releases for next year. So in a way, salutes to resellers and salute to all of these reselling sites. But on the other hand, these reselling sites are getting out of hand, and we're going to talk about that because I know y'all saw the thumbnail. Spartan Kicks Dino Stack said, I hit 7 pairs of the like, nah, hell
Oh
no, I'm
wow.
with you on that. The last time I hit something like that was for the Bread 11s. But I was like, hell yeah, give me all them pairs of Bread 11s. So, yeah, but I ain't trying to pay. I ain't doing that. Average said, my responsibilities always come last. You only live once.
YOLO.
Where comes the average? Uh, Khaled's. Oh yeah, Khaled's did too. The DJ Khaled's, yeah, they did go into outlets as well. Spartan Kings Dino Stack said, still bittersweet, but my 12s was worth the 550 at the time. Needed last few SBs too. 550. And they going for below retail. Oh, I know that 550 hurt, man. I know they hurt. But when you like a shoe that much and you believe it's worth it, man, it's kind of hard to argue against that. I think I was in a situation like that, but not exactly that much. Ugh. Um, Nitro said, been trying to downsize my whole collection to actually shoes and clothes that I'm going to use in my daily lifestyle. And I feel you on that. As a matter of fact, my cousin came through. Shout out to my cousin. He came through and I gave him a pair of the red cement fours because y'all know I keep saying I hate that shoe. And I gave him a pair of the Pharrell NMDs because the cross stitching across the top of my foot kind of hurt the top of my foot. And I was like, go ahead and take them out the door. I need to get rid of these shoes. I'm trying to build a sneaker wall. Hopefully y'all will be able to see that soon. And I gotta get things together with the house and get things situated before I bring all of my shoes in here. But I got plans, man. I got plans, and hopefully you all like my plans. I'm gonna document my journey of getting my sneaker room together, and I need y'all to show up and show out and show support, man, like y'all always been doing. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I definitely understand downsizing. Murder BX said, homegrown, man. Salute. What's good, panel and the check? Congrats on the dubs, man.
Murder.
Salute, murder, man. It's glad to see you, man. It's murder. um Spartan Kick said, question for anyone that wants to answer. How many kicks on collection now? So for me, I probably have 700 shoes. 700 plus.
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
nowhere
be
near that number, but I think I'm near 100.
100.
I think I'm near it.
That big wall that you got, 100, just only 100.
You gotta think some of those in there are my wife's shoes as well.
Your average sneaker guy said even the Travis 33 sold out with a laughing emoji. So okay, and I say this all the time, which I'm really gonna have to get my sneaker room together and my sneaker wall. That's why I'm glad hopefully we'll be here for a little minute, or I'll be here for a little minute, and things like that. But the last time I did of my sneaker collection was back in 2019, 2020. And at that time, I had 250 plus pairs. I think I had like 280 something pairs, almost 300 pairs. And this is 2024, 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later from the last time I did my count. And I did not slow down on buying shoes until 2023. And we all know at the end of the year they do a tally on these different sites, whether it's Sneaker News or Z Sneakerheads. They do a tally of how many pairs that they actually dropped. It's usually $100,000 worth of shoes, and that was before all of these crazy price increases. And every year I had at least 40 to 50 pairs of those shoes. And when I started thinking about that over the years, where I've spent close to, and I've doubled up on a couple of pairs. And when I started thinking that I spent close to $100,000 on shoes in a given year, I was like, hell no, I got to get out of this shit. I was like, I got to slow down, especially on shoes that I'm not wearing because I can't see them. I've got to slow down. And speaking of slowing down, I got to slow down on some of these funny jokes he's got going on in the chat, man. Y'all know him as well. I need y'all to give a warm welcome and a round of applause. Excuse me. You know, tongue tied. Pause. No diddy. To Average. And the average don't stand for average sneaker guy. Let me get this off the screen so they can see you. What's going on, man? The hair getting long too, man. What?
Yeah,
I ain't timed up, bro.
Right.
yeah.
What they say? Stiff well. But yeah, we've been going over the threes. Nitro said the last couple of Travis Scott color ones and Jumpman Jacks, it looks like Air Trainer ones and Victor Cruz's together. Then Travis Scott Air Trainer ones look like Nike kills. I don't know what the Nike kills are, but I don't think I want to find out with that kind of name. Oh, Kill Shot twos. Okay. All right. That's better. Thank you, Nitro. But what did you think about these threes, man? What did you think about these?
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
they
I
all
know you're
right.
not a fan of all one shade of color, one way or the other.
Yeah, they all right.
Okay.
I just don't understand like why people comparing these to but the cement threes, they nothing alike.
Right.
So I don't know why folks be like, oh, I'm not getting these because the three-man threes come out. Like they are different. They don't look alike. Like I never understood that argument. That's I'm still trying to figure that out.
It might be a coping mechanism as to continue to say why they might not like them or why these might be
Uh,
different.
it's
I
the
don't know. I can't speak
follow
for
me
them.
leader. Once somebody started, everybody started. That's all that is. Nobody have a mind of their own.
Well,
These
everybody in
ain't
the family
nothing like those
hopefully got a mind of their own.
cement threes.
We all know Average definitely has a mind of his own. Vlogging absolutely has a mind of his own. I like to think that I have a mind of my own, and I like to think the family that supports me and everybody has a mind of their own.
I know, yeah, yo. I don't understand where that came from. Like, who started that? And like, what did that come from? Because these do not look like the cement threes.
If Nike went back to having releases twice a month, it'd be a lot more competitive cops slash shows. Um, Burke Collins said 110-ish. Larry G said at least 200. Sparky said big wow, but a mix of everything right. At home, bro. Um, Nitro said, do a new room video and make it a cinematic style. Well, I gotta learn how to do cinematic style. So I mean, I guess I'll be learning how to do cinematic movie style with the cropping and in the dramatic dark colors at the same time while I'm trying to do figure out how I'm gonna put it together. But I need y'all to tell me if certain aspects are trash or if y'all like it. Now, just because y'all think it's trash, don't mean I'm just gonna change it. Because if I put it together, I damn well better like it. I'm picky, got OCD and all of that. But yeah, 300 or less, all heat though. Even $100 slot. But yes, if I kept buying last year, I'll have 400 plus. Yayo said, "Thank you for saying that average. They do not look alike at all." Yeah, I mean, I think that's the point. They don't look like the black cement threes. Let me go ahead and pop these up. They look nothing like the black cement threes. Other than the fact that it's a three silhouette. There's a lot different with these that distinguish them between the black cement threes and themselves. But I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody got their reasoning to each their own. I'm not gonna say you right or you wrong. It's
All
just
right.
you
He
feel.
don't look like no threes. Black cement.
It's either do you want to pay the 250? I mean the 225 because these were 225 retail, or don't you? Because I'm pretty sure the black cement threes are gonna drop at like 220, 225, same thing. I mean,
And I mean, it'll be all right if people just flat out came out and just said, yeah, these ain't worth 225, 250. Instead of trying to use the argument, well, the cement three coming out in a couple months, these look alike. Like, just be straight up. No, I ain't paying the 225. Instead of trying to hide behind the black cement threes argument.
I agree with that. I mean that, and to be honest, that would make when it's put like that, that would make a more logical argument.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's okay to just say you don't want to pay for it. Even if you
Right.
think it's worth a certain amount, it's okay to just say I don't want to pay the 225.
So like you just said, the black cement three probably gonna be 225. Like, so
But then if you want to if you want to say that these aren't worth the 225 when the black cements drop at 200 or 225, you really have to ask yourself, what makes the black cement worth the 225 versus the A Ma Maniere threes? Because you know you're gonna get better quality with the A Ma Maniere threes than you're gonna get with the black cement threes.
better box,
And at the end of the day, does the fact that the black cement threes are OG like way more to you than better quality?
and I
Just saying.
ain't that's the argument people be having? We want better quality.
Right.
like, like
So
make it make sense sometimes, folks. Y'all got to make it make sense out here.
Burr Collins said facts. Yayo Sosa said they must be legally blind. I think he meant blind, but they put blind. Spartan Kick said nothing alike, and back on the topic. If fours, yeah, military and reimagined toe box was fat. I don't like retweet. Yeah, so said that's like saying every black dude with dreads.
Yes, I know. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty true. That's pretty funny, man. That's a pretty slick analogy.
And I'm willing to bet these gonna be better quality than no black cement threes.
Oh, absolutely. We all know without a doubt that these are gonna be better. I mean, we already know it's got a better presentation than the black cement threes. We already know that it looks different from the black cement threes, other than the fact that it's a Jordan 3 silhouette. And if you use that argument, you might as well say, well, what's the difference between a black cement 3 and every other black Jordan 3 that they release? You might as well say that they're all the same as well.
Oh, green glows. They
Yeah,
gotta look like the black cements, right? I mean,
yeah.
y'all gotta make it make sense out here.
Black cat 3s, you might as well say that they look like black cement 3s as well. But so as far as presentation and them looking different, it's there with the A Ma Maniere 3s. And then we already know, beyond the mass production quality, we already know the material quality is going to be 100% better than the black cement 3s. We just already know it. We know, without a doubt, we know that. Larry G said, if you can't afford it, I don't think people should really be in the conversation. Just don't buy it. But I'm getting the 4s and the black cement 3s.
I don't really believe that part. I ain't a fan of counting folks' money and what they can afford and whatnot. So you can't tell somebody they should not be a part of something just because they choose not to buy it that week. I mean, like, mm.
um, Nitro said the A Ma Maniere 3s to me look like a mixture of the black cement 3s and the animal. Nah, Nitro.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, without animal print. Nah, Nitro. Yeah, you lost me on that one because the animal print 3s are a lot bulkier than these A Ma Maniere 3s. Yeah, I can't give you that one, Nitro. Murder BX said they're black, they're leather, and they're 3s. That's all they have in common. and to be honest, the A Ma Maniere 3s might actually be real leather versus the black cement 3s. Yeah, I'm just saying. Um, Larry G said, "Don't ruin it for the people who are buying what they want and having fun doing it." That's true. Um, don't try to ruin the shit because you're trying to justify a reason not to buy them, or you're trying to create a reason to hate them. Don't do that. It just make you look crazy.
And that's why I say, man, we got to be careful how we say, because y'all don't understand like how much influence we have and whatnot. Like that's why we gotta be careful and how we make and say on these videos and stuff, man. Because
Yeah.
like old boy just said, just because you feel a type of way, that don't mean everybody else should feel that type of way. And you know how the
Right.
world, if you keep saying something over and over and over, people are gonna believe it sooner or later.
Right.
So
Which
you
is
gotta be
why I tell people, when there's a release that comes out, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I'm always willing to give it an opportunity because I might be wrong. I might absolutely be wrong when I
I
say
mean,
what
we
I say.
all had that moment when we say we didn't like
Yeah,
a shoe, but we see it in hand or in person or on feet, and
yeah.
our minds change.
Because again, I want my year 4s. I didn't like. I didn't trash the quality or anything like that. I just said they weren't for me, and I wasn't a fan of them. But I did buy them because a lot of people were on the side of them actually being a good shoe. So I bought them, looked at the quality, and gave my honest opinion on it. And again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them, and sometimes they stink. I'll leave it up to y'all to um, figure out whether my opinions stink and to give me your opinions. That's what the comment section is for. And that's what we can have a conversation. That's the best way that we can have a back and forth dialogue. And I don't get mad at nobody. I don't argue with nobody in the comment section. I just ask people to be respectful of other people's opinions and thought processes. And then we all good. Larry G said half the people weren't even born when the Black Cement 3s came out. Nowadays, yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true, man. Spartan Kicks and Dino Stack said them great 3s on the way, though. Some great threes. I don't remember. He said
Come on, no cement
four.
grade threes.
I guess can afford and want are two different things, but need. I'm on my year fours. Need and needed yesterday. Larry G said, "I'm not rich, but I save my money for what I want, so I can afford it." And there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people do it. We all regular people. Ain't none of us like, well, maybe average. Ain't none of us
Yeah, I'm about to
like,
say, I'm rich.
ain't none of us really going to the bank like that. A lot of people tell me, hey, I'm rich. I don't look at myself as being rich. And as long as I don't look at myself as being rich, I guess I'm able to do what I can do. Um, and I'm humble and I talk to the people and y'all are able to relate to me on some level, but and hey, I appreciate y'all,
I'm rich.
man. Them RM4s, I didn't think I was gonna like them, but they are comfortable though. Glad that's what yeah, yo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. I'm glad you said that. And I don't know if you meant the RMs or the bike airs because the RMs are different from the bike airs. I don't think the RMs have dropped yet, but the Nigel Sylvester joints, the green ones and the black pair, I'm gonna go for a black pair. I'm gonna have to pay resale for it, and they've dropped, and I'm glad. I think they're almost going for below retail, but I'm glad to see people are actually admitting when they were wrong and giving things an opportunity because that's more so how we should be. Not for everything, but some things deserve an opportunity, man. Nitro says certain people only buy shoes that family forced them to use the brands, and certain people get spoiled or other people not spoiled have to work hard. uh Yayo Sosa, those are at Yayo Sosa, those are true to size. I think that's what TTS means, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. But yeah. Says Bob 3578. Burke Collins said he's blessed. That's how I look at it. We all blessed. We all blessed we can do. Um Larry G said balling. uh Larry G said they look the same. Yeah, the RMs and the Nigel Sylvester bike airs, they do look the same. Kind of like, and Nike has done it before. I can't think of necessarily what they've done like this off the top of my head, but the RMs are basically a more pimped out version of the bike airs, where they're going to give you, where Nigel Sylvester didn't sign off on all of these different kind of colorways. The RMs are the colorways that they would have preferred Nigel Sylvester to sign off on, but he was like, nah. And they was like, but we're gonna do these anyway, and we just gonna name them the RMs. So yeah, I mean they're the same silhouette, but they go under a different name, and you're gonna get a lot more wacky colorways that they just gonna pimp the hell out of them. Yep, cement gray threes. Thanks. Yeah, okay, yeah. So again, yeah, you were right. Yeah, also said, yeah, I have the green pair. I wore them to sneaker con. My bad. I'm always no, my bad. I'm halfway asleep. And I appreciate you. Halfway sleep, all the way awake, halfway
Yeah.
awake. Glass is always half full around here, man. I appreciate you for participating, tapping in, and letting us know about what's really good with you. No hype 85, man. Long time no see, man. He says salutes, man. Salutes to you as well. Got to give the left-handed salute because the right hand is jacked up, man. The right shoulder jacked up. Forgive me for the improper salute, but hey, I'm showing respects. Um, Larry G said, my parents never bought me Jordans, so I buy them now. And a lot of us got that story, man. What we weren't able to afford in our younger years or have access to, man, we go crazy and splurge on now. Um, I ain't finna put nobody business out there, but they definitely be splurging, man. And yeah, they be Jim Jones balling. Yayo Sosa said, and I was the only one with them on too. Man, salutes to wearing your shoes, man. Wear your shoes. I'm gonna really start wearing my shoes now that I've got the space, got the ideas. I just need to execute the ideas and make them a reality. And I'm gonna start wearing my shoes because I'll be able to see them. Y'all know for a long time my excuse was I wasn't able to see my shoes, so I didn't really feel like doing the digging and things like that. But soon that will change. If you got a decent job and manage right, you can afford pretty much anything, and that's facts.
Facts.
Oh,
Hey,
no
bro,
hype.
I'm jumping off. Hey, ready to go to bed. Gotta get up in the morning.
All right, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you, man, as always, man. And
Yeah,
if y'all
brother.
don't know, vlogging with Demetrius, he's got a YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and put in the comments on his last video. Drop more content. It's not necessarily his fault, but sometimes a little bit of a push goes a long way. But we appreciate you vlogging for coming through. The family, I'm pretty sure you appreciate them as well. Let them know what's up if you feel like letting them know,
Yeah, man. Yeah, go and subscribe. I do plan on coming back soon. I got some things going on in the background. Of course, in my real life outside of YouTube, I got some things going on there. But once everything settles, I should be back doing videos. But until then, definitely subscribe to Homegrown if you have it, and as well as average. As I was saying in my videos, support is free. It costs you nothing to hit the subscribe and the like button. I
man.
appreciate y'all for having me on. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but yeah, I'm gone.
All right, man. Take care, man. Be safe out there on the road, brother.
All right.
No hype said, I wear all my shoes, don't have one DS pair. Whew. I admire you for that. Larry G said, at Spartan, right. Spartan Kicks, my guy, at Larry and at No Hype. Larry G said, damn, no hype. Burt Collins said, LOL for real. Yeah. Peace, peace, peace. Spartan money management is for show. No hype said, Larry G, on my days off, sometimes I'll throw 3 pairs on just so I warm up the midsole. 3 pairs in one day. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we talked about the A Ma Maniere release. And if y'all saw my thumbnail, I got a thumbnail of a evil goat. I didn't get an opportunity to say who went after the A Ma Maniere threes, why y'all did go after them or why y'all didn't go after them. I'm gonna figure out how to be able to put a poll up here sooner or later. And what I do, I want y'all to participate in that. But this segment of the video, because we almost about to, kind of wrap it up. But this part of the is touching on the other half of the thumbnail, and it is GOAT. Now we've always talked about how bad StockX is. Now we're getting ready to dip into how bad GOAT is, and GOAT is literally trying to rip me off, rob me, screw me over, so to speak. And y'all know, if y'all watched a lot of my videos, I spoke highly of GOAT over StockX. And I spoke about one of my lives, one of my videos, one of my very first significant negative experiences with GOAT. And I kind of let it go because it wasn't really, it was bad, but it wasn't really anything to harp on. I did have to get rid of my old GOAT account and create a new GOAT account. And again, with this new GOAT account, it's some of the same bullshit. It's some more BS. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it's still up. And I'm gonna share this with you all, just so y'all know that I'm not, lying or anything. I want to give you all a backstory first, and it's not up anymore. Let me go ahead and pull this up really quickly. I'm gonna have to go through my files. I have to snatch up this video real quick. Okay, so even though let me pause that. Bring that up. It's so difficult doing things with my left hand. Wait a minute. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, it's it's slowed down for a second. Okay. Let me click on this, and I'm gonna just kind of. Can y'all see the video popped up on the screen? Let me know first and foremost. Y'all see that? So this right here is imagery of the packing slip that you have to put with your shoes when you send your shoes to go. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna fast forward through a lot of it. And I don't know why it won't let me. I trust GOAT a lot more than I trust StockX. You can never be too sure. So, and the first thing I said is I trust GOAT more than I trust StockX. Upper, that's the SKU number, the order number, the ship by date, blah blah blah. There's the condition of the box. So y'all know, no bullshit. 7Y. That's the tag. Barcode. Flip it over. Show y'all the shoe. Clean the bottoms. And the only reason I'm getting rid of these, and the only reason I was getting rid of these, I sold them for basically retail. The only reason I was getting rid of these is because my daughter couldn't wear them, and it didn't do me any good to have them sitting around, and it really didn't do any good for me to try to bust anybody over the head for a pair of reimagined 4s. And I struggled trying to get the tag. Yeah, there I am right there. Yeah. Y'all can see the shoes, so y'all can match them up with the box. There's the other shoe. Boom, boom, boom. I put both of them in the box. That's the box I use. That is the shipping box I use. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So, there's the mess in the room. We're trying to still get stuff together. And I was struggling with the camera and all that good stuff. But I take the inside to make sure that nobody could push the bottom and try to steal the shoes or nothing like that. I'm gonna tape over that as well too, just for security purposes. But I'm gonna get down, put the packing slip in the shoe box, slide it into the box. The fact that I possibly did or did not ship it, I mean, I guess it's fairly easy. YouTube channel, trim down the edges. And that was just an explanation of how I tape shit together. Not important. That's another one of the things I collect, Gundam models and stuff like that. Yeah. Shout out to Gundam.
You should post that on YouTube though.
This right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing it.
Like you can post this as a tutorial, like how to sell your shoes on GOAT, and make a video out of it. There's the shit. Like this, how you package this, what you the process of selling. Like yeah, you can make a video out of this too.
Right there, as y'all saw, That was the GOAT shipping label, things like that. So they and this is one continuous video, so they couldn't say I was doing some funny business. I showed how to take the label, put the label on the box, all of that, and all of that, all
I
that
would
good
definitely
stuff.
drop this as a video.
Video was 12 minutes long. Okay. Just to prove. And y'all heard me say, I made a video 12 minutes long just to prove a freaking point. So, let me go here and show these. I'm going to show y'all my Gmail. So, this is the very first letter, and let me know if y'all can see this. Okay, let me make it large. This is the very first email I received from GOAT. It says, let me go to it and show y'all. It says, "Hi, I hope you're doing well. This is Aaliyah from GOAT, and it's my pleasure to assist you today with your sale. Thanks for reaching out," because they sent me an email that says something was wrong with what I sent them. No, as a matter of fact, yeah, they sent me an email saying that something was not right. And I sent them a message that said, "I just received a notification about some shoes I sold. It said damaged box and heavy glue stains. I know that's false given the fact that I have recorded video of the shoes I sent with box condition, detailed views of the shoe and the condition of the shipping box." So this person, Aaliyah, says, "Thanks for reaching out. Please accept my sincere apologies for any frustration or disappointment this may have caused regarding the authentication results of your item. I believe in your integrity that you have shipped brand new items." Okay, you believe in the integrity that I shipped items, but you don't believe in the condition in which I shipped the items. That's the problem. I am a stickler for verbiage, wordplay. I do it all the time. Like Average said, we have to be, as a content creator, we have to be more conscious about the way we say things and the things that we say that we put out in the videos. And for that very reason alone, I make sure of what I do and what I say. That doesn't mean I'm 100% perfect all the time, but I am very conscious about what it is I say. She said, "Regarding the verification results of badly damaged box and glue stains, I want to provide further insight into the verification process and assure you that our authenticators meticulously assess each item based on its exact condition upon receipt. Our verification standards for defining an item as new are very precise. Some of the issues we look at or look for include damage, creases, odors, scuff, debris, etc. Upon reviewing the photos provided by our warehouse authenticators, I can see that the issue is primarily concentrated on the back part of your sneaker, but it is indeed a very minor issue. See attached. And I want to assure you that overall, your shoes appear to be in excellent condition. However, we immediately forwarded the authentication photos to the buyer for them to decide to proceed with the sale. Please allow up to 48 hours for the buyer to respond on one hand. We understand that our verification team has a very precise set of standards. On the other hand, many of the buyers are particularly sensitive about the items they receive." Okay, that's a whole bunch of bullshit at the end. She only talks about the condition of the shoe. She doesn't even go into details about the condition of the box. So when I got this email, I was looking at it through the app. In the app, all of the pictures don't show up. So the only thing I saw was the shoe. And I'm going to go back to the the emails that I got, and y'all the shoe condition. I think that's not of the shoe condition. Okay, so this image right here is of the quote unquote major glue stains. You all tell me where you see major glue stains on this shoe that the authenticator said was going on. Because even the person that was talking to me said that they were minor, but in accordance to the authenticator, they were major. Yeah, average. Harry.
Y'all can see me. Oh boy. I thought you had it on the other part. I didn't know they can still see me. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm tired too. Yeah, I thought you took it off us and you had it on that part.
I thought I did too.
I know they can still see me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this late for average, y'all. Normally by this time we off, man, and we about knocked out and in bed. But because I started so late, man, like, yeah, that's bound to happen. But y'all tell me if y'all see major glue stains or not, man. Like, I don't see it. This almost as funny as Average's nip slip, man. Go back to a couple lives, man. Average had a nip slip. This is gonna go down in history as like some of the funny Average moments in lives and things like that. But when it comes to the shoe, I don't see the major glue stains that they point out. I could be wrong, I could be blind, but I don't see anything major. Now, I'm gonna go back to the doggone email. So the lady said the glue stains were minor. I actually had to go on my computer to see all of this stuff. And I messaged her back. I said, "Hi, Leah, thank you for your response. When I sent in my shoes, that was not at all the condition of the box." Now, I had doubled back and went on my computer and looked and saw the box, which is why I listed as no issues, and that is a major issue. If needed, I can provide time-stamped visual evidence to what I'm saying to you. And then I also messaged her back because I really got a clear view of the box and what they were talking about that she never even really highlighted. She just kind of glanced over the fact that they said it was a box issue. I went back and I said, looking at all the photos on my computer, that looks like somebody just stomped on it, like it was in a car accident from every side. She responded back to me and said, "Thanks for reaching back. You are understandably frustrated." Basically giving me a bunch of, I'm reading off of a paper bullshit. And basically, I don't have direct communication, but I have some kind of communication with GOAT. And I'm just a person sitting at home working. And it really pissed me off. Not that it's her fault, but she's just kind of taking the grunt of my frustration. But she said, "You are understandably frustrated and shocked about the differing conditions of the item we received upon authentication. Our receiving team meticulously assesses," and this is basically a bunch of paper red bullshit, but meticulously assesses the potential damages once the shipping courier delivers the shoes to our warehouse. If the outer shipping box is found to be damaged, we can conclude that the shipping courier may have mishandled the package, and we will issue a full cash out to the seller as compensation. If the outer shipping box is deemed undamaged, but the shoe box inside the shoe shows signs of damage such as tape or unnecessary materials, major stains, structural integrity issues, major rips or tears, non-factory markings, or complete punctures, we can conclude that the shoe box was not adequately packed or was already damaged prior to shipping. In such cases, we prompt the seller and allow them to offer an optional discount, as was done in your case. So they did ask me if I wanted to offer a seller a discount, and I'm like, fuck no. For what?
Yeah.
In a good
Now,
product.
go back to that part where they said the outer shoe box, the outer box, shipping box.
Right.
Read the
So
first
they
line.
said, let's see, it says, if the outer shipping box is deemed undamaged, but the shoe box inside shows signs of damage.
Now read the one before that one.
The letter that she sent me.
No. I'm talking about the shoe
Regarding
box.
the verification with
Now with the shoe box. The first sentence with the shoe box.
Our receiving team meticulously assesses potential damage once the shipping courier delivers the shoes to our warehouse. If the outer shipping box is found to be damaged, we can conclude that the shipping courier may have mishandled the package, and we will issue a full cash out to the seller as compensation.
Right. Now, show the people that video I sent you.
Of where you had issues.
Yeah. And remember that last line you just read.
Okay, I got to go to my inbox. Average has also had an issue with GOAT as well. Hold on. And dang, Average said in the first couple of seconds. Good God. Let me see. So this is Average's video right here. And let me go back to the beginning.
The shipping box in a worse condition. The sneaker box in a worse condition. What's going on?
You heard what I said. The shipping box in a worse condition.
Right. So then Average goes to show.
Bam! Look at this box.
Look at the shipping. This is what goes to me.
Look at that. This how the box FedEx took. So my
go back and read that line that he just read.
Oh shit. Yeah, bro.
But they sent me a box. How is it okay for them to sell it that way? But any little small issue.
If the outer shipping box is found to be damaged, we can conclude that the shipping courier may have mishandled the package, and we will issue a full cash out to the seller as compensation.
My issue is, how come they can sell us a box like that, but any small issue they deem they're gonna charge us for it, and say that our product can't sell because of that little small damage.
Right.
But yeah, it's
and
crazy.
No hype, like you said. You gotta put bubble wrap, because if not, that shit happens. But
that don't even work.
In this email right here, it says if the shipper damages the product, they will cash you out for a full refund. So it don't say if you improperly package it. It just says if the courier damages it.
All right. No hype said you got to put bubble wrap, or it'll won't get damaged. Show them one of the pictures I sent you.
All right, hold on.
In your DM. I showed Homegrown like 5 different times that I had issue with GOAT when it comes to this.
Oh, gee. This left hand is struggling, boy. Let's see. Damn, it don't have the pictures no more. Let me see.
On the IG?
Yeah, let me see. But yeah, Average did send me a bunch of photos. And he wrapped him. He wrapped him.
Yeah. I bubble wrap the sneaker box. And not only do I bubble wrap the sneaker box, I put shipping tissue inside the box
Right.
and whatnot. So I want to know how my box still get damaged if they say damage.
Right. And
So
then here's the thing about this. Okay. They say, I truly wish this was not the case and that we could compensate for the loss of your damaged box. Now, y'all already seen from that freaking, and this is what pisses me off the most. Y'all already saw from that 12 video. The shipping box was not damaged. The shoe box was not damaged. So clearly, if there was any damage, anything, it was the fault of the shipper. And who's to say that the authenticator wasn't lying about the condition of the shipping box so that GOAT would not have to pay me out that full compensation and GOAT have to take the hit? Who's to say that the shipper did not damage the box and switch the box out? This is why I asked the young lady if she wanted my 12-minute video about full proof on whether or not the condition of how I sent the shoes in. So this is about like the second or third letter that I got from the young lady. And about the second or third time I asked the lady, does she want visual proof? I sent her an email after this and I said, my apologies. I'm confused. Are you saying that the box that the shoes were shipped in wasn't damaged and that the shoe box was damaged before shipping? Because clearly I asked her before if she wanted visual proof of what I sent in and how I sent it. She responds back like a day or two later. She goes, no worries and thanks for reaching back. For this particular order, it seems to be the case where the shipping box was not damaged. Bullshit. I'm going to show y'all the condition of the shoe box and not the shipping box, because clearly, for their own bullshit sake, they do not send photos of the condition of the shoe box. Of the shipping box. They comfortably sent me conditions of the shoe box, but not the shipping box, so that they would be in the right and I would be in the wrong. But she says, it seems to be the case where the shipping box was not damaged, yet the shoe box was, which prompted the seller discount option. However, you still have the chance to recoup your earnings by consigning the item for resale, which I see you already selected. I didn't select shit because I wanted the first issue to be taken care of. I didn't respond to any of that other shit. It says, since you have activated your consignment listing, and clearly GOAT activated this consignment listing without my consent, because I was like, fuck that. No, I'm not offering a discount. No, I don't want you to consign my shoes at a discount. And no, I don't want to pay a storage fee because I know I didn't send my shoes in the way that you all are saying that I did. But they said, since you've activated your consigned listing for sale, your item will be listed across both GOAT and Flight Club Marketplace, giving you access to over 50 million potential buyers in 170 countries. We will continuously work to ensure your item are getting exposure to an even increasing and diverse audience. Once your item resells, the payout will be added to your account instantly. Although this is not the outcome either stop feeding me this bullshit, man. Like, you don't give a fuck one way or the other whether or not I sell my shoe. But like I said again, I didn't consign because the option was to consign at a discounted price, request my shoes back at the cost of shipping plus a $10 fee or something else to where they would charge me $2 a day for a stocking fee. So before I read off what I said to them, this is the condition of the shoe box and what they said I did. Okay, let me pull this picture out. Let me see. Let me make sure this is the shoe. So you already saw where they said it was major glue stains. And now this is the condition of the box. Look at this shit. Look at that. That's a fucking crushed box. The box that I shipped the shoes in, it was about an inch to an inch and a half bigger than the actual shoe box. There is no fucking way that the shipping box wasn't crushed to get this kind of results on this fucking shoe box. Either, thinking about it, a third option. Either the shipping company crushed my shoes, took it out of the original shipping box, and put it in a new shipping box, or GOAT doesn't want to give me a full payout and take the hit, or the shipping shoebox that they got was damaged and whoever authenticated the shoe is full of fucking shit.
Well, that's what I told him in my email. I was like, every time I have a high price resale album, y'all always have it's always an issue. For some strange reason, if I sell anything over $300, $400, $500, it's an issue. Like,
right.
Never understood it.
I sent the email back. I said, this needs to be escalated then because I know the condition of the product I sent. Y'all seen the condition. Is there anyone higher up that I can verbally communicate with? I have photo and video evidence that is timestamped for a situation like this. So either UPS damaged the package and switched out the box,
bring your butt in here,
or the person doing the check lied to help keep the company from paying and to put it all on me. I've asked if you want the evidence, and that gets skimmed over. You say what? No, and I said, and that gets skimmed over. To add to the problem, I didn't agree to anything until the accusation of me sending in a damaged product gets handled. So now it becomes a legal issue on two fronts. And she says, thanks for reaching back. To make sure all your concerns are addressed and accurately and in a timely manner, I've escalated your case to a senior member of our team to further assist. They shall be reaching out to you shortly. Your patience and understanding so far is much appreciated. This is Allison. Allison fucking steps in. And I didn't see this shit until now. But Allison steps in and she says, this is Allison following up on your escalation. We greatly appreciate your patience as we strive to address all inquiries promptly. We're working diligently to assure that your needs are met as soon as possible. Thank you for being a valued customer. I understand and believe in you that the shoebox was in good condition. Please note that the damage may happen in transit. Below is the photo of your shoebox received. It is highly recommended to pack shoes in a sufficiently sized cardboard box with bubble wrap or packing paper to ensure the item securely damaged. If you are already following these guidelines, please continue to do so. While this may not entirely eliminate the risk of damage, it can significantly reduce the likelihood. Now, in the first set of fucking emails that Aaliyah sent me, it says, and that's the last message that Allison sent me. So I need to respond to Allison. But nowhere in the fucking emails that Aaliyah sent me does it say pack your shoes in bubble wrap or packing paper or any of that shit. It just says that if the shipper damages your product, we
There was
will
score.
compensate your fucking shoes. So while Allison is telling me to put some packing paper or some bullshit in there, it doesn't fucking, because that's not what they say is in their bylaws. And Allison never asks me for the timestamped videos that I keep in every message that I sent, keep trying to push to them so that they can just fucking pay me out for damaged products. And they talk to UPS, who they have a
and nobody paying on 5
and
minutes.
get their money back that way. So I'm gonna be emailing Allison, and I'm gonna fucking ask Allison if she wants the visual proof.
Down.
I'm gonna ask Allison to refer to this live. So y'all tag Goat in all of this shit. And you also Goat that this is my visual proof as well as to how I sent the shoes and the condition of the box, and that there was no fucking way that I did this. And also, you have 3 days to send off the shoes as well. So they know when I printed up the label. When I printed up the label, I had less than 24 hours to ship the shoes off. So I don't give a damn what they trying to say. What they're trying to say versus the reality is. The reality is they need to pay me out, and they need to have the conversation with UPS. I recently got an email from another guy that works with Goat that says we're going to be charging you $2 a day every day for us holding your shoes. So apparently somebody said, hey, yo, look, this guy didn't agree to consignment, and you all need to just treat this as like a storage situation.
Well, my playbook ain't the offense.
Spartan Kick said sold 100 kicks, no bubble wrap, just great tight boxes. Spartan Kick also said, yep, they can. They activated mine too. They got me fit 30 points. Packs at no height.
Making multiple guys miss, but still.
That too, Spartan, a proper size box is key. But I mean, I shipped it in a small box. I shipped it in a box that DTLR shipped my size 7 shoes in. That's the box they were shipped in. So I mean,
Get out of here.
When they shipped those shoes to me, they made them to me perfectly. So I mean, it is what it is. You can't get around the fact that I did what I was supposed to do. I can't get around that. I did what I was supposed to do. At this point, I'm just about fucking over Goat. I'm about to say, don't shop with Goat either. I'm going to continuously give you all follow-ups on what's going on with this because I'm still in talks with them clearly. But y'all let me know how many of y'all have had bad experiences with Goat. I've just clearly had a bad experience with Goat a couple of times. I've had a bad experience with Goat twice where they tried to screw with my pockets, my money. Y'all chime in the comments after the live or in the chat now. How many of y'all have had a bad experience with Goat? I'm getting fed up, man. The next space is eBay, but I'm about to say fuck this whole resale thing altogether. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But resale is kind of like a drug. You got to kind of wean yourself off of it. But this is definitely leaving a bad taste with me as far as Goat. We're 2 hours, 14 minutes in. No Hype said, y'all already know I've had multiple issues with Goat. The last time I said something, nobody wanted to hear it. LOL. Well, No Hype, this is clearly your opportunity and your chance to air your grievances. I'm about to throw that 12-minute video up on X, aka Twitter. Hopefully Instagram will allow me to throw that 12-minute video up as well. No cuts, because a lot of times people like to say, oh, well, you're trying to play tricks and games on us with all the cuts and things like that. No, I'm just trying to weed through all the unnecessary bullshit. But and I'm gonna be tagging GOAT on both platforms to see if they respond to me and see what they got to say against that. Spartan Kick said retweet at no hype, it's experience. But we've been in here just multiple fakes on being instant ship. Ooh, hey, that's another story for another day, because that's what we accused StockX of. So no hype come through on next Tuesday's live, and you want to get up on the screen, man, let me know. You don't have to show your face or anything like that, but we definitely can talk about that. Sparring Kick said, I save all my sneaker app boxes in reuse when I can. I do that too. I save all of my Nike sneakers app boxes. I save all of my DTLR shipping boxes. I save all of my Foot Locker shipping boxes so I can reuse them. Reuse, recycle. That's what I believe around here. I don't really throw away any boxes. I just break them down and reuse them. But I haven't eaten yet. I got to get up early, so I'm gonna go ahead, eat. I'm gonna get out of here, eat, get ready to get up. And you just saw Average Average need to get his rest. You know, he nodded off real quick like an old man in a recliner.
I still can't believe they seen that. Like, how they see that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But with that being said, man, I ain't gonna put Average up on the big screen this time, because I know Average don't really like all the goodbyes. He don't really have much to say. But Average, man, say your goodbyes. We're gonna head out real and go ahead and do your thing.
Confuse the quarterback a little bit, force him to hold on.
Real
Peace, man. Y'all go ahead and follow Average's YouTube channel. I think Average is doing a gaming channel as well, because Average has been gaming college 25 football.
No, it ain't no gaming channel.
But I thank y'all for coming through. Man, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for the continued love and support. I got some videos on the way. I guarantee they're going to be helpful to somebody. They may not immediately be helpful to you. They might be. Videos on the way. Sneaker room overhaul on the way. All that good stuff. Thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. I'm gonna try to get this shoulder fixed real quick, because it ain't feeling too good, man. But thank y'all again. DM me if y'all have any questions on Instagram, homegrown_kicks, or Facebook, homegrown kicks. Reddit, the same thing, homegrown kicks. I love y'all. Peace. See y'all next time. Thank y'all. And we out.
Body blows. As the game goes on, these